Now, look, big campaign this week to keep your heart healthy.
It's Heart Rhythm Week, and the heart charity Arrhythmia Alliance have launched a campaign called Detect, Protect and Correct. Okay. So for all those hundreds of thousands of people with palpitations or with heart abnormalities, you know, they want to get an early diagnosis because it's not very well known, but 250 people a day die from sudden cardiac arrest. Not to do with the plumbing of their heart, but with the electrical wiring system. Now, with that in mind, here's a wonderful gadget. Mobile phone, little attachment on the back, which are 2 electrodes. Okay. So I'm going to switch this on.
So you can put that on your mobile phone, just that we do.
You can, and you can carry this around with you. Now, I'm putting my fingers on the electrodes at the back. Yeah. I'm switching the app on, called Alive Core, and over the next 30 seconds, this is going to detect my heart rhythm. Oh, look at that. Now, it's focusing on it now. Yeah. And bear with me. Now, for people with palpitations, of which there are hundreds of thousands, you go to the doctors, and during the ECG you have at the doctor's for 2 minutes, he doesn't detect the rhythm because it's not happening then. But with this, you can pick it up whenever you get your palpitations, so you get an early diagnosis. You can send the trace to the doctor remotely, and you can get a diagnosis. Or if you're already an existing patient, you can have your treatment monitored by sending the trace to the doctor, and he can tell you whether or not, you know, you're taking the right medication in the right amounts. Now, that should tell me, let's get rid of that volume, it'll clear in a second, and that's going to say underneath, no abnormality detected, normal ECG. Yay! So reassuring for me. Very reassuring. But for other people, they can detect their palpitations by sending that trace to the doctor. Is that really easy to get hold of, that little gadget on the back? It is. That costs just under £80. Right, OK. Anyone can get one of those. It's available on sale in the next day or two. OK. But of course, you don't have to have one of those. You can't afford it. If you want to detect your own pulse, there's a simple way of doing it for nothing. Right. All you have to do is to rest for 5 minutes, sit down, avoid stimulants like caffeine. Then you take off your watch, and with your palm upwards and your elbow bent, with your other hand, you take your watch off, you put your index finger and middle finger just there at the base of the thumb to the outside of the tendon, and gently feel, and you'll feel your pulse, and you can see whether it's regular there or not. Count the pulse for 30 seconds, multiply by 2, and you've got your pulse rate per minute. So that's simple as that. That, of course, tells you your pulse, not the rhythm of your heart. No, indeed. No.